La la.
La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La la la. La 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 la.
I was walking around town and feeling so down till you came around and went la la la. La la la, hey. Floating on sea with your melody. I'm feeling so free with 1, 2, 3 loves. La la la, hey.
La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Floating through sky, just you and I. We're flying so high, don't even know why. La la la, hey. We're on cloud 9, the stars have aligned. Our hearts are entwined with 3 simple lives. La la la, hey.
La la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
You know, if I tried that with Sasha, she would dismember my fingers. If I tried to move her mouth like that.
I think cats are a little different.
Yes, they are. They don't like that sort of thing.
Gosh, it's lovely to see you, my love.
It's
as
good to
we
see you too, Whimsy.
bring in our jamboree.
Yeah.
This is me, my whole entire life, loving to hang out with my friends ever since I was a little Whimsy, a little tyke. Ever since
Mr.
I was
Whimsy.
a little tyke,
Yeah.
I like to get together
You're working
with
on that
my
British
friends
accent.
and wear costumes and play music in my jamboree.
And that's why we love you.
Why am I doing an English accent, love?
Well, you tell me, Whimsy. Why are you doing an English accent?
What are we prepping for? We're buying our tickets tomorrow. I guess
Well,
tonight or tomorrow.
waiting until after the Mercury retrograde.
Just tomorrow, right?
Well, I looked it up on Pacific time. It ends at 12:32 p.m. I should ask Joyce Peterson.
Today or tomorrow?
What's that? Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh, so tomorrow we buy the tickets? Is that right?
Well, I think it'll be safe. I should ask our resident astrologer, Joyce. Maybe I should shoot her a text or give her a call.
Tell people where we're going.
Well, we are going to merry old England. We're going to London and
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, Scotland. Yes.
Edinburgh.
Yes.
I got a great deal on a ticket. I got a great deal on the hotel. I thought I was going to pay 20-something.
Yeah.
100 per ticket for 4 days in London. But the Ibis at the Heathrow, if you don't mind, we'll get Ubers downtown. $1,300 each.
That's not bad.
direct flights.
That's great.
If you guys want to join us, you should.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We should invite people to come join
Francis,
us.
my dear friend Francis, is going to be joining us. So I've got, I'm getting a room with 2 beds because Francis is going to be bunking with me. Hopefully, our friend Tanya Costas
I hope
will be
so
able to
too,
join
very
us
much
as well.
so. That
and
would be
anybody
lovely.
else. And we're
Yeah.
going to be doing theater and high tea, probably in Edinburgh, I think. We're going to be doing fish and chips. And my favorite place to go, I always like to go to the Tower of London, but maybe I
Me
should.
too.
I always go to the Tower.
I
don't
do
know why.
too.
I never get sick of it. It's
I
like
never
going
get old.
home, you know? You go to the Tower and you feel
We
like,
have to
oh, gosh,
visit the
this
crown
reminds me of my
jewels. You know?
childhood. So cozy.
Yeah.
You know,
But the one thing I
torturous
never
world.
have done is high tea.
Mm.
Never have done that.
Oh,
So
we
I'm
must.
looking forward to it. You should do it. We should do it at least once in our lifetimes. But Edinburgh, and we're going to do the Lake District.
We are doing the Lake District.
Yeah, around Manchester, Northern England.
We are.
I don't know where else we're going to fit in.
We could do it that way. We could take the train to Manchester, stay and see the Lake District, and then take the train to Edinburgh and fly back to London. We could do it that way. That might in some ways be easier.
Whatever you think. I trust you. You're the master traveler here.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure
it out. Yeah.
It's a fun thing to figure out. So we will be gone 2 weeks from the 21st until May 5th. But of course, we will be broadcasting from beautiful London.
And we're going to be doing interviews and segments.
You know, I was my little castle is in Wales, so we will probably not. I asked him if he would be open to an interview. I don't think I've heard back from him, but I don't think we're going to have time to do Wales.
I wish we could squeeze it in, but I know, because I've done trips like this enough times, you can get overly ambitious. Then when you get home, you need a vacation.
I want to relax. I want to go to the lakes. I want to go be in nature. You want to see theater. He and I have totally different interests, so we might both go.
But
I want to see the beautiful lakes and the ferries and the gnomes and have tea and overlook the beauty of England.
Oh, I would love that.
I've already got my visa approved. My ETA thing is approved.
I'm going to do mine right after we finish.
Yeah, I made sure to do that before I buy the tickets in case there's a glitch. You know, these things can be glitchy.
Exactly.
And,
no, I want to do what you want to do. It's just because I have done London and England several times. I always love to take in theater when I'm there. You know, especially the West End of London. But I'm also acknowledging that, you know, you're going to take me on different adventures. Maybe show me some parts of England I haven't seen yet.
I think theater is definitely something we will do. And I definitely want to do pub theater, see what...
You told me about that.
Yeah, if the King's Head has anything good going on, or any of the pub theater in Manchester. So far, I've never had a bad experience. It's always been great every time.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to an adventure.
Yeah, there's also dinner theater where you become part of the crew, and you walk around the mansion, and you dine in the mansion, and then after you finished in the mansion, a shot rung out, and then I am Detective so and so, and then they bring the audience, come into the next room, and they use the theater and the castle or whatnot. You've been called into the drawing room to discuss a murder. It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh, that could be fun. Where is this?
Extremely fun.
Where is this?
And they do it a couple times a week.
Okay.
Murder mystery. It's a murder mystery.
I have not done.
You have not done murder mystery.
I haven't. I've been in murder mystery.
It was Mr. Jones in the ballroom, and he used a dagger. No, it wasn't. It was Mrs. Peacock, and she put poison in his soup.
Yeah. So you get to try and figure it out. And what are you two? They break the fourth law. What are you two up to? Why are you here? Where are you from? Well, we're from the United States.
Oh, better careful with them. They're American.
It's a jolly good time. Yes, it's a jolly good time. Well,
we gotta do that.
If you could be so kind to say hi to everybody. It looks like Joyce Beatrice is experiencing the blizzards. I'm sorry, everybody. We try to give everybody a heads up. When I did remote views on the East Coast, and I never felt cold like that, and I saw blizzards going well past March, and unfortunately, I got it right.
Well, unfortunately,
and you
all the East Coast heat got pushed out here to the West Coast. We're about to have 100-degree weather here. I have my air conditioner running. I've got a fan here going. I've been sweating. It's been
Oh
hot.
my
And
gosh.
Hades here. Yeah.
Now you don't have an air conditioner? Why is
No,
that?
I do. I said I do have an air conditioner. I've had it running. I have it.
And it's
cranked
not
up.
working?
No, it's working. It's just so damn hot that it's not cooling things down properly. I live in an upstairs apartment. It's a great apartment, but it's an old 1941 building. So
You guys have horrible electrical.
so it's like, yeah, that's another story there. But it's like an attic where all the heat rises up to the top floor. And I don't have very good circulation with my windows. So I have to use fans and my air conditioner. And anyway, it's just really hot here while the rest of the country is going through blizzards and tornadoes and storms. That's what we're going through here in LA right now.
Well, we will have a beautiful spring in merry old England, of course.
Yes, we will. It'll
Let
be a
us
beautiful
know
time.
what you want to see, because we will be taking you virtually on our tour
Vicarious.
of England and Scotland. And I'm really looking forward to this trip.
I am
I've
too.
always dreamed of going to Scotland. I've always dreamed of seeing the Lake District, and I've never made it. And this time I am vowing that I will see the Lake
I
District.
thought you had been to Scotland before.
I've never been to Scotland.
Oh, you haven't? I was there. I told you I was there in 1989. I was there for about 3 or 4 days. I just loved it. I've always wanted to return to Edinburgh.
Well,
But
you will.
I love Scotland.
You will be in Edinburgh again. You will be in Edinburgh again. Well, let's go ahead and turn the camera around.
Okay.
Everybody, be sure and say hi to us. Tell us where you're coming from as we all get together and enjoy this beautiful time. This is our Thursday's Hot Topic show where we gossip. We move away a little bit from politics on Thursday. Thursday is more of our, we do our best, but we are at war. The world is at war right now. So we understand that. So we definitely, I know our floor director is probably organizing questions about that.
Yes.
But so this is our happy hour show. And, feel free to crack open a drink. I'm having hot tea. My allergies are in full force.
Sorry.
I did take an allergy pill, and it helps. It helps a lot.
Thank goodness. I know you have been through so much. Do you think most of this is due to Mila?
I'm very grateful that my lungs so far, my oxygen saturation is 99%.
Excellent.
So there, it is not hurting but I have a chronic postnasal drip, and it's always been a nightmare.
I've gone through that before, and sometimes I get a really bad sore throat when I get a postnasal drip.
Yeah, so I took cetirizine about an hour ago, anticipating for the show, and I'm very happy. It's really drying up. My nose is my little nosy.
Whatever that's worth.
And the other thing that I did, Chuck, I bought a new chair.
Yes.
This is the old chair that Mila sleeps in, which is filled with her dander. I can barely breathe when I sit on this chair.
Yeah.
This chair, c'est la vie, is going bye-bye, au revoir. And I got a new Wayfair chair. Same design, only it's going to be just one color. It's like an off-white kind of color.
That'll be nice. And keep it covered. Keep a sheet over it or something to keep Mila's hair
that's
up.
what the doctor said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and to keep washing. So I think I'm going to be doing better once I get the new, because everyone keeps saying, throw out the chair. People have watched me every time I sit here. I just start kind of like, I know you love the chair, but my cat loves the chair. And it's just like, okay, it's time. I found a deal on the chair. Good. It's like a 50% off. So I'm just like,
you deserve it.
Yeah. And so I found the same design. This one is like $200-$300. I found the same design. I said the same design with just one color is $99. So it's the same exact chair. It's just the upholstery is like milk coffee color. And I love that color.
Yeah.
And so yeah, $99, man. I can finally get rid of this old chair. It just looks terrible, this chair. So who's all here, Chuck?
Well, who's all here? I was just going to say I have my water here. That's what I'm drinking today.
No coffee? I
had that before the show. I had espresso before the show.
Espresso. He's fancy. He got himself one of them fancy schmancy.
Oh, it's not that fancy, but that's what I had. But right off the top here, I see our wonderful floor director, Joel Tilson. And yes, he is peppering us with questions and comments. Thank you so much, Joel. Gigi Bardolord. Oh, great lady. I've spoken with you a few times. And Dylan, I've spoken to you too. I see so many friends here. Oh, look at this. Diane Narimer, 8705, $5. Thank you for your service to help alleviate the suffering of humankind.
Oh,
that's a beautiful thing to say. I hope I said your name right.
Bring good vibes to the world.
Oh, that's very, very kind. And Rockin' Pony Lady. And we have Tarot by Sharona, 262, Colleen Rager, Ceslic 1, Judith Hogan, 453, at Dot Goddess, Kimberly Canos, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your names, I do try here, Alex Katsanos, 8475, Joanne Corbett, 1903, Miss Annie, 8680, Beth Andrews, 8872, Donna, okay, hope I'm pronouncing this right, Schlabach Hyde.
Very nice.
Did I do that right? I hope so.
Great. And of course, we will keep
Wendy Bird, your
Wendy, thank God she's here.
Well, now we
can start. Yeah. Wendy's here. Listen, Chucky Poo, you were talking about something really interesting before we came on regarding, we were talking about the fact that a lot is going on astrologically. If you look at the Chinese calendar and if you look at the Ifa, the teachings out of the Yoruba tradition, the Yoruba, of course, of Nigeria, they're very similar to Shintoism, the Yoruba tradition, in the belief that there are forces that exist that allow life to exist here on Earth, forces or Orisha. We talked a little bit about the idea that one of those energies that's been slowly hovering over the Earth since the time of the rise of the Renaissance was one of the deities that's called Oshune. And what's interesting about that deity is that it is associated with femininity and beauty in the Western tradition. This would also be considered Venus, right? The energy of Venus. She's also the energy of the sweet waters, right? We think about the
Would you say she's also like a divine mother?
She is one of the divine mothers, the mother of all life. All life comes from the salt water, which is Yamaya, and she is the first life. Yam, of course, is the Hebrew word for ocean. So these are very ancient African ideas. And she gives birth to what will become they evolve onto the land. And those animals that require the sweet water are the children of Oshune. And of course, in the Tarot, she is seen as the Queen of Wands. So when we think about the Queen of Wands, we think about a very romantic, beautiful, feminine archetype that is associated with the femininity, right? The sweet waters and honey, the sweetness of life, sexuality, beauty, the courtesan and the witch. But her main thing is that she is the mother of the two-leggeds and the land animals. So the sea animals and first life come from Yamaya, and then who will rule the land, those animals that require sweet water, their mother is Oshune. She has slowly begun to bring her honey and sweetness into the vibration of humanity since the time of the Renaissance. And so we saw her expressed in the Western tradition as Venus rising out of the sea. Of course, she was born of Yemaya out of the sea, and then she goes on to create the sweet waters, to care for the sweet waters. What we also know about Oshune is that she is ferociously protective of her children, and she can be violent. So there are Ifa that speak about a time when Oshune's vengeance will be upon the earth, and many feel that it will. The main time is now from 2026 to 2027. She does a clearing of those who have harmed her children. This is the prophecy, right? So
Right.
she will reign for about 2,000 years. She started to come in, like we said, during the Renaissance. So she's got another, 1,500 years.
Yeah.
And this is also the rising of the female power. Now, it's interesting because she comes to us at this time. What's interesting about all of that, during the time of the fire horse.
Yes, yes.
And what do we know about the fire horse?
Yeah. Well, we know that the fire horse is about sweeping change, very dramatic, very fast paced. At least that's what I'm finding for myself right now. But it's also a clearing. I don't know if well, this is Oshune and the fire horse, but you said this is going to be the year where men who have violated women are going to be, there's going to be a house cleaning, so to speak. They're going to be brought down. We've already seen that with the former Prince Andrew.
Yeah. So the idea is that you have these two powerful archetypes happening at one time, right? So those two powerful archetypes are the fire horse and Oshune. So some people have said that Oshune is riding the fire horse into the 20th century.
It's quite an image. It's a painting I would like to do. Oshune riding the fire horse.
Yeah. So this is kind of the energy we're entering into, is that fire horse energy of 2026. To have those two energies at the same time, the fire horse of purification, fire purifies. Of course, the Iranian people have just ended their fire ceremony, their annual fire festival of purification, which was Wednesday night. And people make bonfires, and then it's an ancient Zoroaster tradition, which is the original religion prior to them being taken over by the Ayatollah. But so the great irony is that the fire horse comes, Oshune comes, and we have just completed the fire ceremony and the fire holiday of the Persian people.
Yeah.
So the fire holiday of Iran is called Sharshanbe Suri. Sharshanbe Suri. At the center of a holiday are rituals about purification and renewal that mark the transition from winter to spring. The most important custom is the lighting of bonfires in yards, villages, and city streets. So if you're thinking about what is done at that time, this involves jumping over fire and gatherings in public with 2026 celebrations.
Are there videos?
Yes. So the IRGC was gunning them down, right? The Islamists don't want them to practice their indigenous religion because they are being conquered by this cult. And so people were going out and practicing their indigenous tradition and celebrating, and they were being shot and killed by the IRGC. But the events, bonfires, fireworks, and traditional snacks symbolizing the victory of light over darkness and preparing for the Persian New Year Nowruz, which is around March 20th, during the time of spring. It is cherished tradition that serves as a vital link for Iranians with their cultural roots and heritage, has to do with purification. So going back to that, we have quite a number of archetypes happening at once. We've just come out of the Sharmas Suri, if I'm pronouncing that right. If you're Persian, please correct me. We have Oshune rising 2026 and 2027, the time of Oshune's vengeance. And we have the fire horse, all converging in once. And this is why many mystics say that Oshune is riding that fire horse straight into Iran.
Makes sense. Is it actually called Oshune's Vengeance? That's what it's been called for this year. Is there like a
so if we're looking, let me look that up. So Oshune's vengeance, the prophecy, Oshune vengeance against abusers of children, right? So Oshune is a time of divine wrath. While Oshune is known for her love, Oshune is a fierce protector. She protects her babies, children who have been victims of child sexual abuse, physical abuse, people who traffic children. So now we enter the time of her divine wrath. She has destroyed kingdoms that failed to honor her, failed to honor her children. She has destroyed kingdoms. So we go into that time, and I'll give you a little bit more information here. We'll go ahead and put it up for people to find out about this time of Oshune's divine wrath. So she will take care of anyone that causes suffering to her babies. Oshun can turn her vanity into vengeful actions, destructive tricks of intellect, punishing and disrespectful, right? So, she takes no crap. So in the tarot, okay, so then when we go into the tarot archetypes, we're talking about the wands. Right. Yeah. So when I'm teaching a class on tarot, I want people to focus on the wands. So what do we know about the wands? We see that spring energy coming in. Aries, the wand is beginning to break through and start that spring sprouts. And why do we think about time and space with the wood element and the wands? Any ideas about
Well, I certainly know, like with trees, the rings literally record time. Each ring represents years, sometimes going back many centuries.
That's correct.
So that's present in the wood.
That's correct.
And I would imagine the blooms of spring, that means renewal, new life, new beginnings.
That's right. Very good. So territory, taking over space, but also this idea that it is the time of the spring and that we have both fighting, right? War. Fighting is associated with Aries, right? And so we will often see images of fighting with wands for territory and space. So space and time is trapped in the wood. It's really an interesting thing. And this is the first image we see of Oshun in the tarot with the yellow dress. We see also that she is the patron of witches and witchcraft. We can see her nice familiar there at her feet. She also likes the sunflower. You can see Oshun holding that sunflower. Yeah. She's also associated with strong, in this image, strong women from the Torah, like Deborah, who cut the head off the enemy. She was the general who took back Judea, right, from the infidel. So that would be a Torah version of this same archetype as Deborah goes in and starts chopping up heads and liberating the people. So this is a strong territorial fire image, and she will ride in to basically take out Iran. And that is why energetically we say that if you are not treating women with respect, if you have ever abused a woman or children, or just been a criminal, been a bad person, you will face your reckoning this year. And of course, here is another image of the fire horse in archetype of the tarot. And you can see that beautiful fire and wood. It's also the wood horse, both signified wood and fire elements.
Also the yellow, the amber.
Right. And the direction the horse goes is southwest. So we often see a southwesterly move and war. So Oshun is riding the fire horse this year. So goodbye, Iran. Goodbye to all of that. Goodbye to the Taliban, and goodbye to the Taliban support of high-ranking officials in Pakistan, and goodbye to probably Donald Trump, because once she is done with what she needs to do in the Middle East, cleaning up and freeing the people of Iran, fight fire with fire, right? She will then turn her attentions to what is happening to women and children everywhere else, which includes the United States, where we have not been treating children very well in ICE detention camps. So fear.
Oh, it's atrocious what they're doing to children. I mean, little babies being zip tied, 5-year-old children in cages.
Mama is coming.
Good.
Mama is coming. You know, Chucky Poo, it doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. She comes for you.
Well, yes. As any of you have been keeping up with the latest news story, it's certainly the hot story here in California right now, here in Los Angeles, with what's going on. The scandal with Caeser Chavez. And I don't know if people are familiar with him, but he's he was considered quite a hero here. He was,
Mm-hmm.
he was an American civil rights leader who co-founded the United Farm Workers and fought for better pay, better working conditions for farm workers, and he
Right.
emphasized nonviolent activism. So we've had streets named after him, schools. There was even a holiday, Caesar Chavez Day, March 31st. Well, one of his contemporaries, a 95-year-old woman named Dolores Huerta, I hope I said that right. She was a 95-year-old civil rights icon in her own right, and she was one of his closest collaborators. Well, she came forward and said that he raped her numerous times back in the 1960s. I believe impregnated her twice. And since she came forward, other women have come forward. There were 2 women who said that Chavez sexually abused them, groomed them as children, and kept having sex with them until they were teenagers. It's just quite a number of accusations are coming out suggesting a pattern of abuse involving power, influence within his own movement. And just today, our mayor here in Los Angeles, Karen Bass, issued a proclamation changing March 31st, where it will no longer be Caesar Chavez Day. It's going to be now known as Farm Workers Day. And I've been watching the local news here. A lot of other schools, buildings, streets are likely going to follow suit. And I said to you before the show, I mean, here's a man who died 33 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Even the dead are being gone after for their abuse right now. There's this big outing that's taking place. We saw it with former Prince Andrew. Look what's happening now. And he was considered an icon here.
Do you think Oshune cares whether they're alive or dead? She's going to come out after them regardless.
Well, I think this proves she doesn't care if they're alive or dead. She's just going to bring forth justice.
Have you read his autobiography?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I could not get through his autobiography. Everybody was like, Chavez.
Yeah.
You got, they were selling it at books, revolutionary books, right? So I thought, okay, I want to be educated. The first 20 pages, he talks about sexually assaulting women and laughing his head off, going to a party of a high-ranking official, grabbing her breast, attempting to sexually assault her while she screams for help, and then he gets on his motorcycle and laughs his head off because he's just assaulted the genitalia of this guy's wife. And assaulting genitalia of children and women is hysterically funny to Caesar Chavez. And I couldn't get past the first 20 pages because if you look at the first 20 pages, he admits to being a serial rapist and pedophile. And so it wasn't something he even hid. And people just apologized for it and said, well, he's mucho macho. This is a machismo culture. No, this is not a guy who's flirting and seducing and the women love him. That's being a seducer. Right. There's that woman that everybody knows he's a bit naughty, but he can charm the pants off you and everybody loves him.
Mm-hmm.
We all know celebrities like that, right?
Sure.
That's not what Caesar Chavez was saying in his book. He was sexually assaulting women. They were screaming for help, and he was laughing the entire time.
I was never aware of that.
It's in his own book. You'll find it in the first 20 pages. So why people are pretending to be surprised that Caesar Chavez was a pig is beyond me. I mean, honestly, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, based on what you're telling me here, because these women coming forward, it sounded like quite the revelation. It's the way it's been portrayed on the local news here in Los Angeles.
He talks about it constantly. He's proud of himself.
That's quite a point you bring up. It's like Dolores Huerta said, she remained silent for decades because she wanted to protect the farm worker movement, but it sounds like he already started the damage himself. With his own
just go back to his book. Just go back to his autobiography. What was the name of his book? And then they made a movie about it with on motorcycles because he traveled across Central America on motorcycles.
I know the movie you're talking about.
Raping his way across Central America. Literally raping his way across Central America. I believe he wrote Quantalamera. Is that correct? I am a sincere man. Before I died, like to tell you of my fate. Great writer. But when you're not writing, you're off raping kids. So I'm just surprised people are surprised, since he admitted to it all in his autobiography.
I wasn't aware that he had done this. I
Yeah.
agree with you, Whimsy. Even the local news, I'm surprised they're not talking about this more.
Read his book. It's an open secret. And the fact that he was laughing about it and he thought it was all just a bunch of good gosh darn fun. This is what they say about Kavanaugh, grabbing women who are drunk and drugged and forcing them to perform fellatio on 10 different guys while the guys laugh their head off and they're orally raping her. It's funny to them. The perpetrator thinks it's funny. We don't need the perpetrator to define it for us, right? Because we are children of Oshune. We are Oshune's daughters. We always believe the child. We always believe the victim. It's the child's perspective we care about. It's the person who's been wounded or traumatized. So I shudder for anyone who has harmed a child, because Oshune is riding that horse. And her will be done. And I just like, if you have done something to somebody you shouldn't have done, you should apologize immediately and make it right, because she will take you out this year. She will take you out this year. And I was warning people. I was praying, and I was warning people. Please, please, please. You do not know what's coming. You do not know. And here we are.
Yeah, we're already seeing the first signs.
Goodbye, Andrew.
Yeah.
Formerly known as Prince.
Formerly known as Prince, yeah. But
goodbye, Iran. Goodbye, Ayatollah and his son. Gone, 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 gone. And they put one liberal in. They planted a liberal, right? And it was probably, he was a plant put in by IRGC members that were supporting the revolution. They put the most liberal guy in as the president. What was his name? Peroskian or whatever his name is. The president who's liberal from Iran. President of Iran. Okay, he just resigned. You know, I cannot pronounce these Persian names. Pezeshkian. Okay, is that his name?
I don't know. Sometimes, I'll admit, sometimes when I'm making notes for the show and I see names I don't know how to pronounce, I will just go on the internet where you can get phonetic pronunciations. That helps a lot. But
I know. Okay, so we had prepared you guys when he got elected that this guy who's Mr. Liberal, stop hurting women. Let's see if we can't have a relationship with the United States. He was the liberal, right? So he said, okay, I quit. You win, I lose, I resign, right? So the liberal, he lives. And I think he's a plant. I think he came in. Sure. I think he was part of the soft coup. And I said, this guy's part of the soft. No, Whimsy, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, that Pezes, I'm telling you, this guy is a plant. He's a U.S. plant. He's part of a soft coup. He's in on this. Sure enough, he quits, says, do what you got to do. I'm out. Bye, 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 birdie. Yeah, so he's probably in on this. He's got a kind face. I also like his face. This is the liberal. You see, he's dressed in Western clothing, 21st century guy. I think he's going to be there when we build the new Iran. And I think it's, he is going to be the guy where we say, whoa, before you go running out the door, come on back. You're exactly the type of person that needs to help us build the new Iran. So good for him. He saved his own ass, and will probably be there when they build a better country. Oshune saved him. She chose not to strike him down. So evidently he's going to be okay. See what happens when you don't hurt women, when you advocate for women, when you advocate for peace. Oshune she spared him.
It sounds like Oshune is judicious.
She is justice. Yeah. She is associated with justice, but it's her form of justice.
Yes.
So how are you feeling about all that, Chuck?
It's a lot to take in. Because of our readings, the news has been so horrific. That's a given. But we've been getting very positive things in our readings that this is all going to lead to improvement, to things that are going to be better, things that are going to be rebuilt. It's not going to ever be the same again, and that's good. So I feel we're
I
having
can't
an
wait until
apostrophe.
Joyce takes care of her phone because I want to see what's going on with the Western
Yeah.
astrology. We know what's going on with the Chinese. We know what's going with the promises of the Ifa that Oshun would come back and she will save her children. And boy, did she come back strong. I'm so happy. I'm a daughter of Oshun, so I'm like, we are winning. I knew the women would rise. Our mama is here.
Well,
Mama here. Mama come back. She
I'm going to
came
remind you.
and got her babies.
That was about a decade ago when we first knew each other. You said to me, "You are a child of Oshun, and don't you ever forget that."
Well, then you're
Like,
spoiled.
So am I a son of Oshun?
Yeah, you're a son of. You know who else is a son of Oshun though? Is Donald Trump.
Now tell me, why is he a son of Oshun?
Because they love gold. She is gold, fire and gold. Yes, gold. She is a bit of a prostitute. She's associated with the courtesans and the actresses who. Ooh, my paramour. And she likes the finer things. And I know you. His boy is spoiled. So she has a dark aspect. What? I want it now. And I want it covered in chocolate. Honey, honey, honey. And happy money, money, money. And honey, honey, honey. And she's a bit of a, you want the love? There's no money, no honey. First, give me them crisp dollar bills, and then I will give you the honey. And you're an actor. You've been an actor your whole life. And
I like Oshun.
So many actors made money on the side being a little bit like, well, I haven't had an acting gig in a couple of months. So maybe I'll show you a little bit of my hoo-hoo, and then you give me a little money, right? So we always say that actors are whores. But it goes back to those days of the paramours and the opera singer who would come out. I'm watching Bridgerton. I love it. Oh my God, I love it.
Now, where are you watching Bridgerton? Where's that?
It's on Netflix.
I thought it was Netflix. Yes.
Right, but now they've got the horse dance. Right. What's it called? Bridgerton. Yes. Bridgerton, horse gallop. I'm learning the minuet. Now everybody is addicted to this horse trotting dance. Nobody can stop the horse trotting dance. But I'm learning the minuet, and the minuet has when you learn to play the minuet. It's a horse. You're going out to do a ride, and you have to think like that when you play the minuet, which is, that's the prancing. And then you start to leap. Dun, dun, da-da, dun, dun, da-da, dun, dun, da-da. So all of the dances were, oh, she is the horse and I am the rider. He is the horse and I am the rider. And, we're frolicking and we're riding the horsey. And so everyone has become, nobody can stop doing this freaking horse dance now.
What the hell are you doing? I watched Bridgerton this week. Come on. I watched it too. Yes, we did. Oh my God. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. What the heck is that they do?
I just love it. I love it. And so different people are competing to see how well they can dance like a horse.
I better get in step here,
Right. So at their offices, even the radio personality, the TV news people tried it. Leaping. Leap on the horse.
It looks so ridiculous.
It's a horse ride. It's just
Uh-huh.
it was based on you couldn't touch, but there would be different themes, right? So the theme
So you
was
can't touch ever.
no.
Ooh.
But the idea was that it's a man and a woman and they're out. It's supposed to be a man and a woman taking a ride together in the country. That is what the dance is
A
supposed to.
nice courtship.
Right. They're
Like a
taking
chaperoned
right.
courtship.
But it's a horse dance. Pretty, isn't it?
I want to do this.
It's hard, it's really hard to do,
I'd like
but
to learn how to do this. This
there's
reminds me so
thousands
much.
yeah, people are trying to learn it.
Yeah, reminds me
There-
of what we were talking about the other day with the.
Well, it's
the
also
clog
really
dan-
good exercise.
Yeah, remember the clog dancing from the other day?
Hell, man. So I thought, good God, the fire horses everywhere. The
Yeah.
fire horses everywhere.
But
you
that's
know?
like a nice positive aspect of it.
I
But remember-
cannot play the damn minuet.
Oh,
I,
yes.
it's driving me crazy. It's the final piece of book 2 of Suzuki. And I've gotten instruction and they're like, okay, psychologically, you are taking the horse out.
Mhm.
And then there's a part where it's like, dun, dun, dun. Have you ever seen a horse prance?
Sure.
So I know in my head that I'm trying to
Mhm.
prance, and
Mhm.
I know in my head what I'm
Right.
trying to do, and it's just so damn hard to do.
You're going
It's
to
a
get
really
it.
hard piece of
I
music
know, but you're
because
going to get it. You're going to just give yourself time. Break it down. Break it down to smaller increments, maybe. But remember what you were saying the other day about the Irish clog dancing? How it was sanctioned by the church because you didn't touch yourself.
That's right.
It was just your lower part of your body moving and nothing else. And this seems to have elements of that. That's why I asked you if they ever touched. Now, I did see where they were holding hands at one point.
Yeah, I mean, Queen Charlotte, it was married to Mad King George, and it's done tongue in cheek. This whole thing about the dance, and they're kind of teasing. It's all done in good fun because her husband is completely insane. And she tries to, oh, whatever you want, my lord, and he's like screaming that banshees are coming. He's just completely off his rockers, out of his mind. And so she basically has to rule with this, a court with this husband who's basically under psych watch.
Yeah. You're reminding me, I still have not seen the movie, The Madness of King George.
Oh,
It was
it's a
made
great
like over
movie.
30 years ago. I hear, but I think Nigel Hawthorne starred in it, and he got a Best Actor Oscar nomination for it. And didn't Helen Mirren play his queen?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was
Maybe.
Helen Mirren. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I want to see that
And,
movie.
the prince is so damn hot. I'm thinking, oh my God, if I were a little bit younger, I would be like, he's
Oh,
just
be a
so
cougar.
hot, and he's just like he's got that tough edge you want to just crack. Like I cannot love, I must never marry, and he's just like, I think I could change your mind.
I bet you could.
Oh, yum,
Whimsy.
yum, yum. He's very regal too. And I remember when that actor
Yeah.
he started off at the East End, and they were giving free community boys and girls club theater, and he was picked to play Romeo when he was 17 years old or something, and they literally plopped him out of the projects. They went in and they said, well, who here has what it takes to make it on the stage in London? And they maybe had 100 kids that were going to be in Romeo and Juliet, and this kid that went on to star as the prince in he just blew up. But directing him when he was 17 years old, the poison scene when he has to die, and seeing him, this kid from like the poorest part, Brighton or wherever, the poorest part of London, being turned into an actor. For when everybody else, you're being embarrassed and afraid to get up on the stage, and just really trusting his director and saying, "Damn it, I'm going to be Romeo." And
it's just innate.
Yeah, and I just looked at that kid and I thought, that kid's going to be famous one day. And here we are 10, 20 years later, and he's the star of Bridgerton. And isn't he doing a fantastic job? Isn't he doing he came from nothing, and now he's all that in a bag of chips. And I just think it's fantastic. Well, I think what we should do now, Chuck, is we are going to bring in the Empath's prayer. I think we're going to, there were comments about the difficulties that the king went through. Yeah, like he accuses his wife of murdering his daughter. Like he had a nervous breakdown when his children died.
Oh, dear.
But their love affair, I mean, he was madly in love with Charlotte. He was willing to do anything to be with Charlotte, so he marries. It's a love match. Charlotte and his wife, Charlotte and King George are a love match. And then he goes a little cuckoo barrels, and she has to deal with the fact that her soulmate is no longer. He's like, great show. Everybody here is as big a fan as I am. I just now discovered. At first I didn't want to do it because I thought, oh God, everybody's watching. I'm like, and I love period pieces. Why was I fighting this? And now I'm just catching up. Like, oh my God, this is so good. I need more popcorn. Awesome.
Well, I tell you what, I will check out an episode tonight.
This is our hot topic show, just to let you guys know. So we do a little bit more of fun topics and that sort of stuff, and a little bit less.
Well, politics. I think we all need a break.
Our floor director is here. He is going to get to your questions. I think let's go ahead and bring in the Empath's prayer. If you or someone, if you would like us to pray for you, if you need a healing, we can collectively do that for you. Or if somebody you love, you'd like us to pray for, we will absolutely pray for you. And for them, just give us their name or their name, and we'll include them in our prayers as we bring in the Empath's prayer. Chuck, do you have anything else we have to say before we bring in the prayer?
No, let's get into it. Let's blitzen away. But I think it's good to have a little fun. The news has been so heavy, and I think everyone would agree. It's good just to have a few laughs, talk about some pleasant things, like Bridgerton. Horse dancing. Well,
I mean, the fire and the brimstone and Oshune just riding that horse. And I had a vision of her where women were saying, well, what about us? We lost our right to choose. We lost Roe v. Wade. And I just felt myself embodying Oshune as I was coming in and freeing the women of the burqa. And I just thought, I looked at them and I said, don't worry, I'll be with you soon enough. I got some business to take care of, but don't worry, I'll be coming back around. It's like,
Oshune has to multitask.
Everybody that hurt those babies, and I got everybody's freaking number. Let me take care of this fire first. I'll take all these people out. I'm taking out Taliban, the supporters in Pakistan and Iran. You're all going down. And that goes for every other Middle Eastern country that doesn't treat children right. You're all going to pay. You're all going down. And then we will take care of the people that I use them to create this fire. And then I will put them out as well. So have faith in the mother, have faith in Oshune, have faith in that fire horse. She is coming, and trust me, anybody that does not treat children right, she will freaking dig up Chavez out of his damn grave and make him accountable.
That's what's happening.
Do not screw with this energy. You don't know what you're playing with. There are forces at work that you don't understand. If you're an abuser of women, they understand because these are mystical people, but you don't want to play with this. Give yourself an account and a reckoning. If you have not treated women and children right, you better do something about it. Like the president of Iran who said, you win, I lose, I'm out. Whoa, hold on. We actually like you. Stay. We think we're going to work together because you're the only person that's not crazy, right? All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling damn good. The promise of Oshune, have faith in her. Okay. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys, to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together collectively as a community, we say Amen. For those of you who are requesting healings today, we come together at this time and we pray. We pray that you and those you love will receive a perfect healing in mind, body, and in spirit. And together again, collectively as a community, we say Amen, Amen, Amen. May all souls be healed. May all souls be healed. Do it before Oshune shows up. She is not missing a beat, is she?
No, she's not. It's still early in the year. Look what's happening.
My God, it's only March and she's already done this. Damn, what's the rest of the year going to look like?
Damn.
You know, she's going after Putin.
Yeah.
He's in hiding, evidently. I think Joel knows more about that, but he's gone dark, and oh God, he must be terrified. Well, another one she's going after.
You know, I told you a while back I was getting an image of like underground bunkers, tunnels, Moscow, that type of thing. I was almost seeing like that's where he is. Where do you think he's hiding right now?
I feel sorry for anybody that got pulled into the cult of Putin, and the guy has been on the black market selling drugs and everything else since he was doing deals and shooting heroin in East Berlin. And he's hurt a lot of people, a lot of children. Mm-hmm. A lot of people died in this war, and she will not be kind to him. She will not be kind to him. Yeah, he is a child of Ogun.
Ogun?
Yeah, Iron Man, same as Elon. Metal.
Intriguing.
Slaughter, the Knight of Swords.
Mm-hmm. King
of Swords, the Ice King. January, Aquarius, right? Has that energy a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's blitz away. If we get the order, we will blitz away. I'm going to pour myself another cup of tea here.
We'll do that.
Yeah, I took some cetirizine, and oh my God, I'm doing a lot better, Chuck.
Good.
Did you know that was part of your...
You haven't coughed for quite a while.
Yeah, because I took the cetirizine because I've got nasal polyps, and I'm not having no surgery. No, I'm just going to take my cetirizine and...
okay.
But you know, it's part of our medicinary. We can prescribe over the counters. It's also you can legally, but I don't like to do it. I really like to go with the natural, but I broke down and I did it today because I just couldn't take it anymore.
You said to me many years ago when you were training me and I was putting down Western medicine, and you said, don't you dare do that. Western medicine does have its own place and importance. It's just about not abusing it, keeping it in balance. But you're using it wisely. This is necessary.
I'm gonna sneeze now. I said that and I just inhaled one of my cat's hairs.
Oh no.
Her hair got into my lungs just then. Oh my God.
Gosh. Oh, Mila.
I love her.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. I'm lucky I don't have cat allergies, but I would still have Sasha. Nothing would stop me, But yeah, I've often wondered if homeopathy would also be an approach for you. But you know what's best.
Yeah, but this is, I think, going to need a little bit more. Oh, I got a cat. I just inhaled a cat hair.
Are you okay, Whimsy?
Yeah, I just choked on a cat hair. I'm fine.
Okay. Do you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
Did we get the blitz order? I don't know.
Did we get? Yes, we did. Joyce Petra is here. Blitz away. Thank you.
All
Joyce.
right, let's go.
Okay.
We wait because some people interrupt and want to do something else. We always wait until people are ready. But please go ahead.
In this case, it gave you a chance to take a needed pause and a sip of your tea. But anyway, why is Orban blocking the NATO loan of 70 billion euros to Ukraine?
Let's find out. I have no idea.
No,
I could guess, but let's take a look.
Well, I'm not Whimsy, are you familiar with this story? I didn't see this. I'm not.
Well, Viktor Orban might be trying to get a deal with Putin, or maybe he can negotiate something else, but I don't know until I pull the cards. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
What are you getting?
Oh, you just wait and see. I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. I'm still figuring this out.
Orban's on his way out. Orban's on his way out along with Putin. We have death over Orban, and you guessed it, his house of opposition is the fire horse. So he is out, and the fire horse is fighting against him. So he can't stop the fire horse. It's against the natural order.
Well,
fire horse has to do what she has to do, just like she came during the Civil War. People didn't want to fight in the Civil War. 500,000 U.S. citizens died in that Civil War. People that say there's no justification for war, we do everything in our power to avoid war, but sometimes it is inevitable, just as it was in 1865 when the Civil War liberated the slaves. Sometimes you do have to fight. So, otherwise, we'd still have slaves, right? So he is on his way out, Orban, and the fire horse is against him. So he questions his own health. He's sick. And the church or the higher ethos wins. He can't stop this. Orban would not be able to stop this.
Yeah, because I couldn't understand why I was getting such positive cards here. This is what mystified me. Now this makes sense, because I think this is going to lead to better things. New life, partnerships and love. Look at this, the dove of peace, rest.
Yeah, good.
New beginnings.
Yeah, he's
victory.
Out.
Yeah, and so initially I was confused by these cards. Now this makes sense to me.
I don't think Orban's staying. I think that he is going to go. I think Oshune will take him out along with Putin. That's what I'm thinking. Which brings us to the next question the floor director brought up. Joel writes, was Moscow's internet being shut down because of Putin's fear of being targeted like Khamenei?
Whoa.
What do you think, Chuck?
That's an interesting point.
Don't you think it's obvious that he thinks it's part of that the 4 phases that was presented to the IDF?
Yeah. I'm just testing it first as a yes or no. Oh, yes, I got that.
So they should be actively on phase 4 right now, don't you think?
Yes, indeed.
So my feeling is, since we're seeing phase 5 active right now, should be finished up probably by the summer, then they have already moved to, if we're seeing phase 5 being this, that we're this far into phase 5, that tells me that Putin is probably already contained to some extent.
Oh, it's over. It's over. I mean, I was just pulling a few cards as you were talking. I was getting despair, loss. He's in denial. And then death. And that doesn't mean physical death, but just death of his regime.
You know, the first 4 were adopted by Joe Biden. And that is what Biden said in his speech, was calling on world leaders for the arrest of Putin, that he should be tried in The Hague sooner rather than later. That's a direct quote. So it's not, I think that Putin thought that it was pie in the sky and that the West wanted to do this, but that the West was never going to be able to pull it off. And I think the horror for Putin is that the West is now pulling it off. And God, I just think I would be out of my mind, terrified. If I was Putin, I would be shitting bricks. How could you possibly be relaxed in the middle of this?
No way. I mean, just those 4 cards I pulled were pretty bleak.
Let me pull about
No surprise. Yeah. It's like you get your bad cards for Trump. Those are very bad for him. But I think it's also obvious.
The military is not going to hand him over.
Really?
No, they're going to isolate him like the czar. You know, it's interesting moving in military. This feels to me like the White Guard when they arrested Tsar Nicholas II and had him arrested up near Finland right before they took him out and shot him.
Yes. Yeah.
This feels like it's a repeat, almost like the guy's the reincarnation of the Tsar.
Yeah. I mean, we have always been saying that Putin would be put to pasture, be exiled to Siberia, palace, but we also know that energy shifts and changes. Do you think there's now a chance that this is more the scenario? Because
it looks to me like his own military arrest him and takes his family into house arrest, just like they did Tsar Nicholas II during the Russian Revolution. That's, I swear to God, that's what that looks like to me.
Well, I mean, these are very dark, bleak cards.
What are you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, I had mentioned it already, but I got despair, loss, denial, but I also got death. And I never mean that as a literal death, but obviously a death of a regime, a way, but it intuitively, it feels very bad, very dark. And to combine that with what you just said.
I mean, like, I just, if it were me, I'd surrender. I mean, if I wanted to live, I would just be, okay, fine, you win, fine. I'm going to my castle in Siberia. I'm taking my wife and kids.
Yeah.
Because 10 of Pentacles, his family isolated. There was also the 10 of Pentacles, control, Chariot can be a military or moving. I think this guy is done.
Do you think he is going to be given the option of just turning himself in, so to speak, and in exchange being exiled?
The FSB and the Russian military have been very clear in the remote views that we just don't do this. The West, we're not going to be handing our world leaders over to the West to be tried in a Western court. This is not going to, we didn't do this with Yeltsin.
No.
We didn't do it with this guy. We didn't do it with that guy. And we're not going to be doing it with Putin. We will take care of Putin on our terms. We will isolate him. He will be on house arrest. We will control for the crazy.
Yeah.
You're not going, but if you think we are going to take our leader and hand him over to you guys, it's simply not going to happen. That is the energy I get from Russia. We will work with you. We will contain him. We will remove him. We will do a military coup. We will do all of that. But we will stop short of handing our people over to the West. That's when I hear that very clearly.
Wasn't he tried by proxy by Hague a few years ago and convicted of war crimes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, will U.S. forces with a coalition of free Iranian troops invade deep inside Iran?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, the immediate thing that came to me, drones.
Yeah, of course
I mean, drones have made it so much easier to do this type of thing. That's, I don't know, that just popped in my head immediately.
No more terrorism, because state-sponsored terrorism is over now. No more terrorism. And Qatar has now joined the Americans. United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia are joining to take out Iran.
Yeah.
Britain is now sending troops. Japan is now, I mean, it's so freaking over. We knew when they met him for the peace summit that they were signing up for this.
Yeah.
But he has to give them something. America has to give them something. We need to isolate Putin. We understand that when this coup goes down, they're not going to hand him over to us. We get it, but you got to freaking contain him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving in within the next 30 days.
Oh, yeah.
You can see Magician moving in for the United States military, got the power. The sun riding that horse. There it is again. Look at that fire horse. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then to prevent deaths. So this action prevented more deaths that would have come had they not been taken out 30 days. Mm-hmm. The area gets stabilized in 30 days because IRGC is surrendering already. The president surrendered. I mean, like, how much longer can this go on?
It can't go on much longer. I don't want to interrupt you if you're
I'm done.
No, what was interesting, when you pulled the Magician card, I had the Invention card, which to me means very similar things. Imagination, creativity, epiphanies, creating ways to do this, and like I immediately thought of drone attacks, that type of thing. They are definitely going to be able to move in. And certainly the competition card, I think that just means all of the fighting, the tug of war back and forth, the risk inherent. But this is what stood out for me, invention. That's why when you said magician, I thought, oh yeah, I agree with you. That's what this means to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Will Senator Mark Wayne Mullen be confirmed as Homeland Security Secretary?
Let's take a look. Good questions. Thank you, Joel. Everybody give gratitude and thank you to our floor director, Joel Tilson. He does take your questions and make sure that they can be included in today's show. So thank you, Joel.
Well, I don't know whether to even pull cards here. I got a yes when I did the pendulum.
He was definitely offered the position. He's pretty good. He's a lot better than what we had before. There's a transition happening. Okay. Death is transition. You have the Ace of Cups, House of Opposition, had mixed feelings about it. He has hopes and fears about partnership, importing and exporting probably of people, you could think of it as Homeland Security. And Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Truth, boy, they better start treating people better or they're all going down.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going to be okay.
But I believe he is going to be confirmed.
Yeah.
I got a strong yes on that.
Well, they better take as many wins as they can get because it's all over after midterms.
Haven't you thought it could even be over before the midterms?
It's already over. I mean, they've lost Congress. They've lost the House because
yes, they have. And Trump's a lame duck.
Yeah, they lost the House because Republicans are rebelling by not showing up to votes. Yeah. It looks like, they're up 1 or 2 seats, but if a person's in a coma or in a hospital or just doesn't, or says, you know what, I'm retiring and I just can't make the vote. I'm getting my hair done. And that's, it's passive quitting is what it is, buddy. I mean, they're like passively quitting. They're just not showing up for the vote. And that gives us a hell of a lot of power.
Oh, yes.
So, in a way.
That's what I mean. I feel like it's already happening before the vote.
Yeah. But it would be great if we could take the Senate too, wouldn't it?
Oh, I hope so. Well, didn't you get a reading that we will take the House and Senate?
Very likely. What is it? Three Senate seats that are up? Somebody please correct me. But
something like that. But I know that the odds are much more in the Democrats' favor, even in just the last 3 or 4 weeks. I've seen commentators talking about this.
The only problem is that Vance breaks the tie, and that puts us at a disadvantage. Let's see. But Murkowski often votes with us. So, we can shave a few off the side. That would be great.
Yeah. Why did Trump end the oil sanctions on Russia?
Maybe he's part of a coup agreement to isolate and take out Putin. And for that reason, they don't have to remove sanctions. Yeah.
I saw something about sanctions on, I believe it was Iranian ships, but ships that have the oil tankers already out at sea. I saw where those might be allowed to pass through and not be sanctioned.
Let's see, because Putin is definitely going to be isolated, and I think he knows that, which is why there's a blackout in Moscow right now.
Yeah. Blackout in Cuba also. I know that's another subject, but did you see, because I think it has to do with the oil shortage. They've got a severe energy shortage right now. They're having trouble getting food, water. A lot of Cuba is blacked out right now.
It's the end. It's the end of an era. It's the end of the axis of evil. The only one left is North Korea, but North Korea there's another one. You go into the energy on North Korea and it's like, help me, I'm melting. It's almost like he falls apart because all of his allies are gone. And China makes a deal with the U.S. to normalize sales in exchange for not going to war with Taiwan because they want normal relations because it's harmed them too much economically to go to war with the U.S. So it would be wise for China to just make a deal with us.
Yes, it would.
Let's take a look.
So we're asking, why did Trump end the oil sanctions?
Right. Yeah. $380 beautiful souls are here. It would be absolutely divine if you could like, share, and subscribe to the stream. We're very grateful. Thank you so much, love.
Very grateful. Thank you.
Oh, geez, Len. I'm terrified. These cards scare the hell out of me.
You know, I'm trying to figure out my cards.
They're saying Trump is Putin because Putin is already gone.
Well,
you want to know what's right over Putin? Guess what's right over Putin right now?
Tell me. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Recognize that immediately.
Look at Oshune's. Look at Putin's opposition. Terrified, has no idea what to do. He's pie in the sky. I don't know what to do. Look at this. Leave.
Mm-hmm.
Look who's on his ass. Oshune strong. Because he's gone. It doesn't matter. We can do great deals with Russia because Putin is out. Putin's going to be gone. Putin's finished.
Yeah. You know, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Russia's a great country. The people are great. They just have a horrible man that has destroyed their country, and he needs to be removed, just like the Tsar was removed.
Just like our country, frankly. But
yeah.
You know, I was trying to make sense of these cards here. I think you said it better than I could. But the one thing that stood out for me is the gifts card. I get the feeling like Trump is getting payoffs from this. He's financially benefiting in some way. And that's what I take from this card. Yes. Because the question was, why did Trump end the oil sanctions? I think there's something in it for him. I don't know what specifically, but he's definitely been getting rich off of this. The guy has made billions of dollars thus far as president. Well, he's such a grifter and a con man. Yeah. Shall I read this? Ukraine is having peace talks next week in Washington, D.C. Will Russia join in the peace talks?
Yes, I think so. I mean, we can check cards, but I think that they're going with Oasis. Okay. I think that Elon is pushing hard for Oasis. And did you see Elon post a picture of himself in AI smoking a cigarette floating on the wall of Oasis?
No. Do you have the picture? Can you pull it up for us?
I think that he's very, very funny. Yeah, he took an AI image of the wall they're building with Oasis One, their new rebuild of Gaza, and then he placed himself at the wall with real film footage of the rebuild of Gaza in Rafah, and I just thought it was very, very funny. So you know, he bought, what did he put in? $35 billion for the rebuild to build peace zones. You know, he's a mixed guy. On the one hand, he does these horrible things. And on the other hand, I mean, it's a really noble thing to build a peace zone. And here he is in Gaza building his peace zone.
Mm-hmm. He's thinking of his legacy.
Yeah, he is. There they are. There's the refugees moving into Oasis.
What is that?
Can you see it?
I can't see anything.
Oops.
Oh, we go. There we go. Oh, my. Oh, my.
That's Rafah. That's the new, you see how they cleared a lot of the rubble? There was like a lot of bombs and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he's putting up those boxables so that people he paid for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so there he is sitting on the wall. That's Rafah. That separates Egypt from Gaza. And he's just like, he said, well, why don't he just put himself...
I don't think that's tobacco he's smoking.
It's really cool what you can do with AI. But hey, look, I just bought an Oasis. Isn't that cool, Dr. Whimsy?
Yeah, look at
my Whims, my genie in a bottle. Here I am floating over Gaza. Mm-hmm. That's the fun things you can do with AI.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oops. Yeah, I think it's kind of neat. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
I guess. One of the more benign things I've seen from Elon lately.
Yes. The racism, the homophobia needs to go. I think we can deprogram him. I think we can do it. I think.
Yeah. Oh, so one of our viewers just said the peace pipe.
Yeah.
With a laughing face.
Yeah, but the area that he's on, we're trying to buy land. Rafa, he put in. There's 6 zones, and that was him. Over the first zone is on the Egyptian side, so that's what that was. I thought it was funny. More and more lawmakers and Russian citizens want to end the war with Ukraine and want Putin to step down. I agree with that. What do you think, Chuck?
Sure, I think that's easy. Yes, absolutely.
Do you think that people just don't care, and they care about, how can we get the economy up and running again in Russia? I think that they care more about that than anything else.
Well, that seems to be the bottom line almost anywhere. That's certainly been the case here in America. Supposedly that's what helped to get Trump elected. Remember the old thing about the cost of eggs and milk and gasoline? Well, we've seen where that's gone. But people care about their own personal finances.
We have a Persian we have an Iranian helping us out here. Can you say that for me?
Oh, you leave it to me to pronounce. Oh, thank you, Whimsy.
You're an actor. I mean,
thank you. This is where I wish I had some phonetics here, but okay. It's pronounced Shamba Suri. I don't know if I said that right.
I think you did great.
You're kidding. Okay, I got lucky. And it means Red Wednesday. We jump over fire to remove negative things as we prepare for New Year. Which is Friday morning when spring comes. I love the idea of the ceremony. I wish you had a video you could pull up. I'd love to see it.
We could definitely do that.
Yeah.
So, Chuck, have you ever thought about that you would want to do some kind of ceremony now that we're in, this kind of energy? Bonfires in Iran for Shar. What's it pronounced? Sharba. Sharba. See, I've got to figure out how to pronounce this.
Yeah.
Shahar. Reminds me of a Hebrew song.
Yeah, it does.
Shahar.
I love the idea.
Shaba.
Yeah, I love the idea of ceremonies, rituals. I love the energy of that. I love the idea of horse dancing around the fire, jumping over the flames.
Yeah, I mean, I like this idea also, in the Torah, this idea of fire being a purification ritual, that we also use fire to create gold. To remove the impurities so that you can become fine gold. You are pounded into fine gold, burning off the impurities.
You can melt gold.
And many Jewish traditions, many traditions of the Zoroastrian people influenced what would later become Judaism. And so this is the sacred relationship between the two nations.
Celebrated on the Tuesday night before Nowruz, Persian New Year. Nowruz marks the first day of spring. Celebrating Çarşamba Suri consists of jumping over fires and chanting Zardeye Manas Tu, Zoheye Tuazman. Literally translated, this means I give you my yellowness, I take from you your redness. Symbolically, you tell the fire to take your paleness and sickness, and in return, give you redness from the fire, good health, energy, and warmth. The ancient festival of fire is known in Persian as Çarşamba Suri.
Oh God, try saying that. Try saying that. Yeah. So we'll take another image here.
Okay. I keep thinking of that saying about how a fire can either warm your home or burn it down.
You see the imagery of Oshune. Can you see that?
Can
you see that yellow fire dress? That is Oshune, the fire of Oshune, right? She is dressed in fire, right? She is the fire queen. She comes with the fire of purification, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
that is the time that we're entering into. And of course, when we think about that fire image, we also think about fire horses and sun, which is one of the images we've been getting a lot lately in the cards. We also think about the Queen of Wands, burning of the wood, right? We think about the wood element, and we also think about the fire element. We also look at images like the Knight of Wands to be the wood horse and fire horse. So all of that imagery is those archetypes. There it is again, the fire, wood, burning the wood, right?
Yeah.
So those are all the archetypes that we're seeing at this time. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I just pulled one card while you're talking. I got life force. I think that ties in with everything you've been talking about.
Yeah, life force and purification.
Yeah.
Okay, Debbie Hortzman wants to know about Hegseth's future. There's a controversial figure. How are you feeling about that?
That's putting it mildly.
Right? Because it's really not complicated. If he doesn't treat women right, he's going under.
Oh, well, we know he's highly unqualified to be in the position he's in at a time we're at war, and we've got him as our Secretary of Defense, or as Trump likes to call it, the Secretary of War. We've got this. Well, isn't he recognized to be an alcoholic? It's more than just rumor. He's known to be an alcoholic. He's got a drinking problem. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's like a little boy playing war. That's what I feel when I see him speaking.
Who is the guy on SNL that plays?
Yeah, he's the guy married to Scarlett Johansson. He does the news updates, but they've got him playing Hegseth.
Yeah, evidently he was born from an extremely wealthy family.
Colin something.
Colin Fay or whatever. His
Colin
family,
Jost, I think.
Yeah, Jost. His family basically owns Staten Island. They're very wealthy, the Jost, and he's always like, "Why?" When they're making fun of him, like picking on the rich kid. But I think it is kind of cool that he grew up a little aristocrat, and yet he winds up being pretty down to earth.
Yeah. Marries a A-list movie star, you know.
That's right. Who's left of center? We should
very
left of center. All right, Hegseth's future. Let's do
Oh dear.
War and fighting, 5 of Wands is his future. So he is in the war cabinet. He is working for the War Department, and it's war, 5 of Wands. So he's a controversial character. Look at this, defending his territory. Look, it's all wands fighting. I would say he's not doing too well.
No. I mean, we didn't
Is he
even
married. They say his personal life is in serious trouble.
You know, that's a good question. I don't know if he's married or not. I feel sorry for the poor woman if he is.
Yeah, he's out. He'll probably be out.
Okay.
Death is his outcome, by the way. He's probably going to quit or be removed by the end of the year.
Well, it's interesting how that ties in with my last
Nobody
card.
stays in this administration. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I said like a week or two ago, I had an image of a lot of heads starting to roll. Kristi Noem was just one of the first of many. And I even said I wouldn't be surprised if it's either Pam Bondi or Pete Hegseth next. I mean, some of these cards are obvious, leadership, that's referring to the Trump administration, the position he's in a certain form of leadership. I get too much truth is coming out, loss. I got that he's not doing well. Exhaustion, overwhelmed, shame, suffering. But my last card, judgment. There's going to be judgment against him. He's going to be out. I think it's very obvious. We can all see that.
Hi, Jennifer. If you want to reach me, you can reach me at whimsyanderson@gmail.com. And my information is usually in the description of this channel. If you need to make an appointment with me, you can book me through Booksy, or you can email me whimsyanderson@gmail.com, or contact Chuck about making appointments with
I'm her assistant. I'm her real life assistant. I can do that for you.
Yeah.
It's also fun just to get to talk to all of you individually on the phone as her assistant. Someone here said that Hegseth is on his 3rd or 4th marriage, and Joel Tilson, he is an alcoholic. The reason I was saying that, I didn't know if that had been confirmed or if it was just what we've all more or less speculated. I know there've been bad jokes, like he keeps vodka in the water cooler and stuff like that.
Well, I know that when he started leaking information on Signal, when he was before the House or Senate, they said, "Were you drinking?" They were like point blank, "Did you have alcohol?" And I mean, like, good God, man, get it together.
Yeah, I'm thinking of, remember that show Mad Men? The ad executives in the 60s, and they'd be there swilling down their martinis while on the job at work.
Crazy.
They'd be bombed by 11 in the morning.
Listen, before we close the show today, Chuck and I also wanted to make an announcement that we have selected a book of the month, and the book of the month is The Kingsman's Gold, an A.L. Stoneman investigation. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite books that I've been able to bring on the channel, all about remote viewers looking for lost gold. I love this stuff.
Yeah, it's story of greed and power, secrets, deception, justice versus corruption.
Yeah.
I love the passage you read the other day.
Yeah. The image, like you just, I ended up ordering cheese enchiladas after reading that to you guys.
You just made me hungry for them. I didn't go that far.
Yeah. So she, he, they, we don't know the gender yet, of CE Florist will be in our studios March 24th at 6 p.m. for an interview. I'm looking very forward to the interview. Chuck, anything you want to say before we close out the show?
Well, before we go, you always ask me if I had fun. I had fun today. I always have fun working with you and being with all you wonderful people out there. But anyway, if you want to reach me, it's just my name, Dransfield Chuck, one word, dransfieldchuck@gmail.com. I've been doing readings for a number of you out there. I love doing it. It's my honor to do this. I've been creating artwork for you. Often I channel messages from the subject that I'm doing the portraits of. I can do pet portraits. So hit me up, or I'd just love to hear from you anyway, if you have any comments, questions, or anything. And also I have my own channel, Chuck's Captivating Chronicles. I do a little chat show on Mondays. Mostly we just talk about Hollywood history, that type of thing. But it's Chuck's Captivating Chat on my channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And Whimsy.
Well, my name is Whimsy.
Yes, it is.
Empathic doctor. I do general health coaching, and I am a medical intuitive. Chuck is my assistant. If you need to make an appointment with me, you can book me through Booksy. All the information is in the description of the channel. And also I do tarot readings, medical, remote view, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
All right, we are out of here. So on that happy note, be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. Be kind to Oshune. She is taking out the bad people. Do your repentance work. All right. Thank you. Be kind to us all. Be kind to you.
Thank you, everyone.
Peace out. We'll see you next time.
Love you. See you next time.
Guys. Thanks.
See you next Tuesday.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.